Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. I'm Shaykh Esa inshallah ta'ala. We're going to be reading from Adhkar by Imam Nawawi. It's not a long book, it's a short book, but in it has so much treasures from the knowledge of Ahl Sunnah Jama'ah, the knowledge of Islam. Here we're going to talk about the rulings of the Tashadah, and mainly it says Bab ad-Dua ba'da Tashahud al-Akhir, the chapter of making dua after your final Tashahud. Imam Nawawi says what? I'lam anna ad-du'a ba'da tashahud al-akhir mashru'un bila khilaf. Know that making dua after your final tashahud is legislated in the Sharia without any disagreement. All the mujtahidun, they agree that this dua is legislated for us. And he narrates a few hadith. He says, Ruwayna fi sahihain, it's been narrated to us from the two sahihs, Bukhari and Muslim. And Abdullah ibn Masud, radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the Abdullah ibn Masud mentions, أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم علمهم التشهد ثم قال في آخره, that he would teach them the tashahud, and then he would say in the end of it, ثم يتخيروا من الدعاء. After that, you can recite any dua يتخيروا that you see best. So pick the best dua and recite it at the end of your tashahud. And in the other hadith, في رواية Muslim, ثم يتخير بعد من المسألة ما شاء. After that, after the tashahud, you can choose any request from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you feel fit. So here the Prophet ﷺ is saying that you make any dua that is comes to your heart, that is for what? For your dunya akhirah. And what does Imam Nawawi say? He says what? وَاعْلَمْ أَنَّ هَذَا الدُّعَاء مُسْتَحِبٌ لَيْسَ بِوَاجِبٍ. You should know that this dua after your final tashahud is mustahib, it is recommended, and it's not in any way wajib, it's not required for your prayer. وَيَسْتَحِبُّ تَتَوِيلُهُ, and it is recommended that you should make this dua long. إِلَّا أَن يَكُونَ إِمَامًا, unless you are the imam in the masjid leading the prayer, you're the imam leading a jama'at, you shouldn't lengthen this dua too long, because the people have the right to finish their prayer in a timely manner. وَلَهُ أَن يَدْعُوَ بِمَا شَاءَ مِنَ أَمُورِ الْآخِرَةِ وَالدُّنْيَا, and in this you can make dua whatever you want from your affairs of the dunya and the akhirah, this life and the next life. وَلَهُ أَن يَدْعُوَ بِالدَّعْوَةِ مَأْثُورًا, and it is recommended that you should make dua from those duas which have been narrated in the hadith that have been narrated to us. وَلَهُ أَن يَدْعُوَ بِدَعْوَةِ يَخْتَارَهَا وَالْمَأْثُورَةُ الْأَفْضَلِ. So he mentions what? That even you can make a dua that has not been narrated to the Prophet ﷺ, as we know that Sahabas did this in the time of the Prophet ﷺ, that they would make dua and dhikr. The Prophet ﷺ did not come off of his tongue. Just because the Prophet ﷺ didn't say it doesn't make it haram in Islam. This is a misconception a lot of Muslims have. They say, oh, if a dhikr doesn't come out the tongue of the Prophet ﷺ, it's haram, it's a bid'ah. No, Sahabas, they copiously did dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala based on their capacity to understand Quran and hadith and praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as they've been taught. Here it's saying, you always say the same thing, that in your tashahud, your final dua, you can ask whatever you want from even your own dua, but what has been narrated is always going to take precedence. So inshallah ta'ala, we have here a very beautiful mas'al, a very beautiful ruling here for you and Nawawi, that in your tashahud we should take some time to make dua, and we should take some time to ask for those affairs in the dunya and the akhirah. This is a very special time, and the Prophet ﷺ said, ad-dua huwa al-ibadah. Know that making the dua is the ibadah. So inshallah, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tawfiq and the ability to do those things which will benefit us and save us from those things which will harm us. So kulli kada hada, astaghfirullah rabbil alameen, wa hamdu rabbil alameen.